Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, be careful who you let in your house. This is the subject of today's video. I have done a similar video a few months back, however, few things been happening and I've been having few of those people showing up on my doorstep. So I thought it's probably quite a good idea, guys, to be able to share this with you. Again, it all probably depends on the area, what sort of things are happening. However, I'm pretty sure any of us at some point would have had or will have somebody knocking on her door asking for something. So the point being, guys, to be extremely vigilant. And I know it's a common sense, okay? You say, of course it's a common sense, you know, you just don't let anybody in your house. However, sometimes people just slip and people make mistakes and people just kind of get a bit sidetracked and don't even think of the potential consequences. So whether you're a prepper or not, it makes no difference whatsoever, because you want to make sure that yourselves and your belongings in the house are absolutely safe. Of course, it may be a tad more important if you're a prepper and you don't want to let anybody know that you're a prepper. Of course, I am, as you can see, totally breaking this kind of rule. However, it's all in the name of good. So the point is, guys, as I said, I've been having few of this happening for the past couple of months and I thought it's really important to share this with you. So first of all, and I'm going to bring this up, it's a solar panel people, okay? And we're talking the door-to-door sales. So a little while back, somebody knocked on my door and saying, because apparently there's a scheme going on, they're offering free solar panels for the qualifying households. Absolutely fine. I totally agree. There are schemes that are going on online, government funded, where people in specific areas with specific houses facing specific way are able to get themselves a solar panels. However, this is something that you should be applying for online and not people knocking on your door. So the point of the guy, before he sort of proceeded any further, the point was that we're in the area and we should qualify for the solar panels. But what they needed to make sure is they needed to make sure and have a look at the condition of your current boiler and the radiators inside your house. So the basically point was, I'll need to come in your house and I need to have a look, see how many radiators you have, what kind of radiators and what kind of boiler you have. Automatically things going through my mind, well, I can actually tell you what kind of radiators I have, I can tell you how many I have, and I can exactly tell you what kind of boiler I have. So technically, I don't really need you to come and have a look at my radiators. Nor technically that makes any difference to the solar panels being installed in your roof. So the point being, again, alarm bells, if you are in the market for free solar panels, and it sounds like a great idea if you can, it's a good idea, but in no way, he must have thought I was born yesterday. So basically meaning a person that I don't know, with the ID you could easily print anywhere, wants to come into my house and literally look around the whole house and take a note of my radiators. And probably just more than my radiators. So think about it for a second. So if anybody comes to your house and wants to have a look around and take notes, trust me, it wouldn't be your radiators they take a note of. And as I said, there are true schemes out there, but they're very, guys, very, very limited. And those people do not knock on your doors. So scenario number 2, again, happened fairly recently. Many people in Wales, because of rains a lot, I don't know, say many, I'm sorry, I'm not going to speak for many people, but people pay to have their windows washed. We kind of the people like, well, we might as well do this ourselves when we have time. However, it's kind of, you always wondered how much it costs to have your windows washed, especially on the 3rd floor when you can't quite reach it with your normal little pole. So, funnily enough, after we talked to between ourselves about thinking we have to do soon, wash our windows, the doorbell rang and there's a bloke come in and he just waved the piece of paper talking about washing the windows. He goes, have you considered washing your windows? And I'm like, yeah, I have considered washing our windows and we considered somebody to come and wash our windows. But again, suddenly the bells are ringing after he started saying, well, what sort of size house do you have? It's like, well, you standing outside it, you can kind of see what sort of house you have. He goes, oh, do you have a conservatories? Do you have double doors? Do you have that? And I appreciate, right, to get a quote for a window washing, you probably have to roughly know how many windows you have, what do you have. And then he goes, well, would you mind if I go and have a look? It's, okay, then the alarm bells definitely rung. So I could tell you again, I can tell you how many windows I have, what are they, how big they are roughly. But generally as a window washer, I think you kind of get an idea on the size of the house generally. You know, if you've been doing this for a long, long time, and you know kind of the price that you charge, because you generally, I don't think, charge per window. I think you generally kind of get a quote and you can size the quote up. And as soon as he said that, well, would you mind if I go and have a look around your house? Outside, of course. I'm like, no, I don't think so. Again, I wasn't born yesterday. And chances are, guys, that it's nothing to do, there's nothing horrible behind that. Probably not. However, in the morning when you wake up, do you leave your curtains closed? No, you open up your curtains to let the light in. So, for example, if the guy then to go to walk around your house, it won't just see the size of the amount of the windows, he will see through your windows, okay? He will see what sort of the perimeter you have in your back garden. He will see what gates do you have. He will see what locks do you have on your doors. Do you see what I'm saying? And again, 99% of the guys that do that are totally legit. However, when somebody comes and just waves a piece of paper in front of you, and I don't even see the van, his van parked there to see if it's a branded van, not that it makes a difference, I don't know you, and letting somebody in, even just to give me a quote to walk around, I would not trust it. You could make so many judgments and so many assumptions, but true assumptions, when you walk through somebody's back garden. You can judge the household by many things, including like the barbecues, the furniture, many things you can judge from just being there. So when you suddenly said that, would you mind if I go and have a look? I'm like, no, the gates are locked, sorry, no. Could you give me a price? And it's like, yeah, 20 quid. I'm like, okay, doubtful, considering the size of the house and the amount of windows. But anyway, so he kind of walked away between the tail between his legs. But the point is as well, if you're actually employing those people to wash your windows, just be really vigilant to make sure you close your curtains. Because again, you can see and you can judge a lot through looking through your window. And that's why I said once before, guys, in a video, when it starts to get dark outside, draw your curtains. And it just draw the curtains unless you live in the middle of nowhere. I see so many people, right, driving, now it's getting dark early, driving through nighttime, and people have their curtains open, and you can see the 60-inch tellies hanging, and you can see everything. And if I'm just to watch someone, it's so easy to get an idea of what they do, how they do it, and what they have. So please be very careful. Another bit, right, the third bit is when you have to have somebody come through your door, for example, do either boiler servicing or plumbing or anything else that you're unable to get yourself, or get somebody that you truly trust to do this, make sure they never come in through the front door. We have a policy, anybody ever to enter the house either enters through the side door or the back door. Try to avoid as many people as possible entering the front of the house. When you come in from the house, guys, from the front of your house, into your kind of hallway, you get to judge, you can see the rooms, you can see what's in the rooms, you can see so much more, rather than, again, people entering through, say, utility if you have one, or like your kitchen patio door or the lounge patio door. It's super important. And I know it might sound like common sense, but it's a general. If, say a plumber showed up on your door, you kind of just open the front door and you just let them in, right? It's kind of, that's what generally what people do. We're trusting people all the time, but we made it an absolute point to make sure that every tradesman, if possible and applicable, enters through the side and the back. Of course, yes, if you have to go upstairs for whatever reason, then yes, they'll come in through and obviously go upstairs. However, again, trying to find somebody that you truly trust, but do please avoid letting people wander, especially, again, one of the common things, and I know it's really horrible, but if somebody asks you, can I use your loo? And it only happened to me once, and this is when we had our kitchen delivered. All the kitchen went to one of the lounges at the front, and the house was pretty much bare. So the guy like, okay, could I use your loo? And it's like, okay, there was nothing there, right? They were just boxes, we just moved. It's like, it's not a big deal. But if somebody now says, like, courier, whatever, can I just pop in and use the downstairs toilet? It's like, sorry, mate, it's broken. So no, it sounds horrible, but our security comes first. So I'm sure, guys, there are also many other examples that you might experience. I know I actually also had somebody coming in and knocking from one of those pre-prepared boxes of food. They were knocking on the door, and they also go, would you mind to come in and just sit down and we'll have a chat? It's like, not really. Do you know, I don't have time to have a chat, especially not at all standing outside, but certainly not inviting you inside my house to have a chat about boxes of food, fruit, whatever it is that you're selling. Absolutely not. Again, guys, whether they have any lanyard with anything on it, or especially a clipboard, because clipboard probably means there's a TV license on the door, so do not even bother opening the door. So anyway, guys, on that note, I just wanted to share this with you, because it's been happening quite a lot recently, and I just want to make sure, just because I know a few people get caught out, just be very vigilant. Just pause for a second before kind of responding whatever you're going to respond with to that person. Just pause for a minute and just think of the things that could possibly happen with potentially somebody entering your house or looking around outside of your property. So hopefully, guys, that helps. And if you have any comments, any other suggestions, or any other things you might get caught out with somebody requested to enter your property, please comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.